Hello, everybody. Today I'm here with the top 10 lists of my favorite characters in Disney Sorcerer's Arena. And I've had this list made for a while, although I did just change it because the Beauty and the Beast update just came out when I'm recording this. And I did add one character in this list because the character at number 10 I didn't actually like all that much. But I also just want to go over the parameters and kind of reasons why I picked some of these characters. So I'm not really doing like a tier list. I'm not saying which characters I like to play as the most. That may tie into why I pick a character. But, I mean, you can just look at any tier list and see which characters are the best. That's not the point of this video. This is just personal bias, characters that I think look cool, characters I'd like to use in battle, characters that I think are cool inclusions for this game, stuff like that. So your list will probably be entirely different from mine. I'm also going to preface by saying that I like Big Hero 6 a lot. So almost all of the characters might end up on this list. You'll have to wait and see. And, the interesting part, I guess, is just to see which one of those I like more. And also there are many other characters on this list that we can go over. And I also want to hear who your favorites are and why maybe some of mine are poor choices or why you agree with some of my choices. Let me know. But let's get into the list here. The first character I have is the one that I changed, and it is the Beast. And I have not been able to play this with this character yet, obviously. And I wouldn't normally choose the Beast as one of my favorite characters. Something about his design in this game looks really cool. He is a legendary character as well, which makes him a little bit more interesting. And he's so new. I know so little about him. Something about that really kind of made me want to choose him. I don't know. I do like all the Beauty and the Beast characters, and I wanted to get the representation in here somewhere. And I think Beast looks the coolest, and I do enjoy the Beast, probably more than any of the other characters in the series. So that's kind of my reasoning behind that. I really do like new characters oftentimes, and you'll probably see that through pretty much the entirety of my list here. But let's move on. This one's a little bit older, but the next character I chose was Gizmoduck. And the thing is, I don't know what it is. I really like how he looks in here, yet when I look at him in like Disney Heroes Battle Mode, I'm not as intrigued, or I don't like him as much, and I don't know what that is. There's something about him in this game specifically that I really like. And another thing differentiating this game from Disney Heroes Battle Mode is that these characters are 3D models. You get to look at them all the way around. You're not just looking at a static drawing of them. You're seeing them everywhere. And that kind of gives it a different feel as well. So maybe that might increase the reason why I like a character like Gizmoduck more. I don't know. I think this game really captured his look well. And he's not meant to be in 3D, yet he looks so great in 3D. I don't really use him in battle. When I showcase him, I don't remember liking him any more particularly than anyone else. I don't know what it is. When I was making this list, Gizmoduck is like the first character that came to mind, and I don't know why. But I put him low on the list because I have a lot of characters I like more, but I just want to say that I do really like Gizmoduck. So, my number 8 pick is Wasabi, my first pick of Big Hero 6, and he probably wouldn't be on this list because he's not one of my favorite Big Hero 6 characters. I don't think he's my least favorite. I just like a lot of the other ones a lot more, but I really like his moveset a lot in this game, and when I use him, he does really well. Of course, I do have him level up a lot, and I think the Big Hero 6 team as a whole work really well together, but I really like Wasabi in particular. Like I said, he wouldn't normally be on my top 10, but I think his moves really did put him up there for me. I probably would have put Baymax in this spot if it wasn't based on the moves, but I do really like how Wasabi works. That's really all I have to say. Let's move on to number 7 then, and that's my highest level character, Shanyu. And this guy just had to show up on my list somewhere because I just use him so much. Whenever I get the chance, I will bring him in because he is my strongest hero, and I think his moves are really great. He's very helpful on any team, really, because he just deals so much damage. and he has many different ways to deal that damage. This is like the one character that I feel like I really know well, just because I bring him in as often as possible. I do not like Shanyu as a character. I really don't. Mulan characters would probably never end up on my top 10 list, but I really do like Shanyu's moves, and I know that a lot more characters are better than him. He was either at the top or close to the top at some point. He is no longer that case, but he still is for me. So I really like him. And like I said, I felt like he had to show up on this list somewhere, because he is my number one used character. He is the one I have leveled up the highest, so I guess in some ways that's a little bit biased. But I've said enough. Let's move on to my number 6 pick, which is Fred, the next Big Hero 6 character. I really like Fred's design. The thing is that I don't really like his moves all that much in this game. Although, as I've leveled up more, I've realized that I do like his moves a little bit better. I just really need him to get stronger, because when he taunts, now that he's strong, like, he does not die right away. He actually holds his ground when he taunts, and he's very helpful in modes like the Tower of Endurance, I noticed. And I still prefer like Wasabi's moves over Fred, but I like Fred's design more. I've always liked how Fred looks, so that's why he ended up above Wasabi, even though I don't like his moves all that much. Again, I'm basing things more on how they look, and they got him great in this game. I mean, like, even the eye that lifts up so that his head can peek out, that's such a fun kind of thing to have, and it's his like idle animation too. I really like that a lot. And you don't see that kind of move where his eye pops open so he can peek out all that much. I know it's a big thing in the TV show, and I have to wonder if they got that out of the TV show. I realize that happens in the movie as well, but it seems like it happens much more in the TV show. I could gush all day about Big Hero 6. Let's move on to, wouldn't you know, another Big Hero 6 character. And this one is Gogo. I feel like I probably should have put her higher up on this list now that I'm thinking about it, because I think her moves are really good, and I really like her design as well. I will usually have her as my favorite Big Hero 6 character, for multiple reasons. I won't say what. And the thing about her is that she kind of acts in the same way that Dash does, where she starts moving really quickly. You know, she right off the bat she's attacking, and her first attack is really good, and it hits everybody a lot, for a lot of damage. And you know, it doesn't just hit a line, it doesn't just hit people adjacent from each other. No, it hits every character on screen. So right off the bat, she is attacking everyone for a good amount of damage. It's pretty hard to beat. But also, again, I like her based on her design as well. And I don't like characters like the Flash. It's not the speed thing. I don't know. I think her suit looks really cool, and the color scheme is cool as well. I've said enough about Gogo. Let's move on to number 4, which is mixing it up for the Big Hero 6 finally. It is Demona. And if you saw my if you saw my Disney Heroes Battle Mode top 10 list, you saw that Goliath was on there. And I talked in that video about how much I love gargoyles. I've seen a few episodes of the show. I have not seen like a full season or anything. I'd love to watch more of it. I just can never get into it. But either way, I like all the characters in the show a lot. I really like Bronx, and I'd love to see him show up in more games like this. He was in Disney Emoji Blitz, which made me very happy. But Demona's the only one from this game, and I would love for them to do something like they did with Big Hero 6 and the Beauty and the Beast, and add all of the characters from Gargoyle. Because there is about 5 or 6 or 7 of them, just like how Beauty and the Beast and Big Hero 6 got that amount. I would love that so much. And at the very least, I think someone like Goliath should show up, because he has a lot of potential for a moveset. Even some of the human characters are really fun as well. But I guess I should talk about actually Demona. I don't know. Her skills can definitely be good. I see people bring her in to battle sometimes. And the lightning strike and the rocket launcher are both really cool. And it makes for an interesting moveset. So let's move on anyways to my number 3, which is Chunk. Now, when the Toy Story 3 villains were added, I could not be happier. It's literally the only time that villains have been added as like an update. You know, we've gotten singular villains, or we've gotten villains every now and then. Obviously, a lot of them were in the game to begin with, but this is the only update we've gotten that was just entirely focused on villains, where we got multiple. And I love all of them. And you know what? My favorite Toy Story 3 villain, design-wise, was always Chunk. And I don't know why. I also really liked Stretch. Is that its name? The octopus? I don't remember exactly, but those were always my favorite from the movie. And I'm so happy that Chunk was one of the ones they chose to bring in here. Big Baby is also really funny to have in the game, to have a Disney game with Big Baby in it, especially for people if they don't know who Big Baby is. That's just really funny to see, in my opinion. But no, I really like Chunk, and his moves are similar to, I think, to Fred, honestly, if I could compare him to anybody. And again, I have him kind of leveled up, so he can be good for sure. I don't think he's as good as a lot of the other characters that have movesets similar to him, but still, I do like using him. And he's only so high up on this list because, like I said, I really liked that character. But you know which Toy Story 3 villain I liked more? That's right, I liked Lotso a lot. So I was really just going to try and keep talking, but I couldn't. Man, I'm sorry. Okay, so I don't actually have a Lotso yet, and I don't see people bring him into battles very often, so I don't think he's all that great. But I don't care about the moveset. The fact that he got in, the leader of the villains in Toy Story 3, is so cool. We already had Zurg, so we already had a Toy Story villain, and yet here they are, adding characters from a movie that has no reason being in a Disney game, earlier than some characters like Ursula that we just got, or the Beauty and the Beast characters like Belle and Beast, you know. They're so iconic, and yet here is Lotso showing up way before them. That's what I love about Disney Sorcerer's Arena so much, is that characters like Lotso can be added in. Characters like Chunk as well. And while I did say Chunk was my favorite, I don't know, I have to give it to Lotso. For one, he's a little bit hard to obtain, so that makes him feel a little bit more rare or something. But also, he's the main villain. Come on. I don't know. I feel like I should have put Chunk over Lotso. That's alright. I do really like Lotso either way. And like I said, I'm sad Big Baby didn't end up on my list. I couldn't add all three of them, of course. But we've said all 9 characters. It's time to move on to the final one. I did consider doing like a honorable mentions or something, but I'll just do that this way. So without further ado, my favorite character in Disney Sorcerer's Arena is Honey Lemon. And honestly, I don't know if Honey Lemon is the best pick, and I feel like it could easily get taken out if we got any other cool characters. But for now, Honey Lemon is my favorite. I really like all the big hits here, 6 characters, but Honey Lemon would already be towards the top in my opinion, and I really love all her moves a lot. So that just solidified her place in first place. And characters like Lotso and Chunk, their moveset kind of kept them from being in first. Honey Lemon I felt like had everything that I enjoy. Again, Big Hero 6 I love. Honey Lemon is already at the top of that. I think Gogo I like better than Honey Lemon, but having Honey Lemon have moves that I really enjoy, which I now realize I really like Gogo's moves as well, and she should have been way higher up on the list. But I really like Honey Lemon a lot in this game. And again, I've watched the TV show, I watched the movies, or the single movie of Big Hero 6, and I love all the characters a lot. And her having a moveset where she immediately can slow all the enemies very quickly, and also can target someone with a pretty good attack. And also, like, have you seen her design? The purse? I forget what the specific name of the purse is, but all of the little details on it, it's so intricate. I love the attention to detail on all of her character. I don't know. I'm sort of regretting putting Honey Lemon in first, but I'm sticking to it, okay? I do really like Honey Lemon. So that's my top 10 list. I feel like it's more flawed now that I've actually said it all out loud. Let me know how bad it was, but also let me know, like I said, who your favorite characters are. Who is your number one? And if you want to give me your whole top 10, I'd love to hear that as well. I will comment and say how much I love it. So I've done everything I need to do, really. I was going to show all the characters here, but I really have nothing else to say. I guess I've had a lot of videos that I want to make recently, and I feel like this is going to get scheduled way far away from when I'm recording this. Like, I might unlock Lumiere and Maurice before I even end up uploading this. So I don't know. I have a lot of videos ready to go out. And I still have the Disney Mirrorverse top 10 video I have to do. I have the list all ready to go. I just haven't made it yet. And I know that I was requested to do Dr. Mario World as well. I know that one wouldn't do as well either, but I'd still enjoy doing it. So if you have any other ideas for what you want me to do, or if you just enjoy this one a lot and you want to tell me what you specifically liked about it, that would help me out a lot. So I've said plenty. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you soon. Goodbye.